Imagine this. By the end of 2025, your YouTube channel is not just growing, you are thriving as a creator. You make videos you're proud of, and they're getting the attention they deserve. And best of all, you are connecting to your viewers, your community, in a more meaningful way. That's the result that we are chasing this year.
I have the worst timing with trying to film these videos there, working with the leaf blowers again. And we're just doing it. Doesn't matter. I don't even know if you can hear it. It'll be fine. I get it. You're likely the same as me, and you've watched a gazillion of these videos on YouTube growth before. And you're thinking maybe this is one of the same videos that you're watching right now. But here's the thing, I don't only want to focus on the metrics and the growth, I actually want to focus on building a channel that feels real to me, one that reflects my voice, and one that resonates and connects deeply with the viewer, with you. And the strategy that I am going to use in 2025 to achieve that, and also achieve growth, obviously, that's what we want, but do that at the same time as staying true to me and my creativity. So that strategy, that's what I want to share with you today. I think it's better if we continue filming at home because good audio is really important when you are creating YouTube videos, and I'm not necessarily sure if this is the best audio that I can achieve today.
I'm Lucinda, a tiny creator with a small channel. Why should you take advice from me instead of a mega creator with millions of views and subscribers? Well, because I know exactly how you feel right now and what you're going through. I'm right there with you in the trenches, or maybe just a little bit ahead of you. And I want to share my experiences and thoughts so far that together we can make this thing work. Especially now. We have more tools and opportunities at our disposal than ever. And the creator landscape is really evolving in favor of us small creators. Now really is the time for us to take control of our growth. I have spent the last year figuring out what works and what doesn't on this channel. I failed, I learned, I've grown, and I want to share with you the 4 main points of my strategy for 2025 to hopefully inspire you. And let's just make 2025 the year in which we both break through. First, let's stop watching and start doing. It's so easy to fall into the rabbit hole of how to grow videos, but watching isn't growing. Every minute spent watching, you're not creating. So in general, consume less and create more. Analysis paralysis, it is a real thing, and I have definitely analyzed the growth strategies to death. But this year, I want to bring all that research that I've done, I want to put all that research into action, and I want to invite you to do the same thing. Pick a strategy, make a plan, and stick to it. And also, on the other hand, make sure that you are flexible, just in case you need to pivot if you don't get the results that you are looking for. So last year, I didn't necessarily get the results that I really wanted, so I took a month off, did a whole bunch of analyzing, and now it's time to execute on my plan. And I will detail that plan a little bit later in this video. And honestly, it's not about the perfect plan. My plan is not perfect by any means, but growth doesn't come from perfect planning. It comes from imperfect action. I did not come up with that quote myself. I don't know who said it first, but we're going with it because that's exactly what we're doing this year. We're taking action. Last year, I approached YouTube as a creative outlet, but I want to be a full-time creator and do this for a living. So it's time for me to start approaching YouTube like a business. I want consistent growth. And to do that, you have to balance creativity with strategy. You need to know what your audience wants, or you need to find an audience for what you want to create. Either way. And then you have to analyze your performance. You have to dive into those analytics, even though it's boring and not necessarily so fun. And also, a word of caution, don't be like me on publish day that you start checking your analytics basically every 30 minutes to see how your video is doing. That is not good for your mental health. Approaching YouTube as a business means keeping your audience in mind. If your people want to see information from you, if they want to see tutorials from you, then meet your audience where they are and give them that value, even though you might be way more into making cinematic masterpieces. There is a way that you can overlap what you love to do with what you can present to your audience, what they really need, and what you can provide to them, and then make the two into one thing that you and like making and that will be watched by your people. For me, this year, thinking about YouTube as a business means making tutorial videos like this one because you asked for it. Now, initially, I was really afraid to make videos like this because I think I'm not good enough, right? It's big time imposter syndrome. But in order to grow, we need to step out of our comfort zone. And I might not be an expert yet in this space, but I do feel like there's a lot of value. There's a lot of value in showing the process, and that's what I want to do with these tutorial videos. I want to show you the process, how I do it, how I'm growing, the pitfalls, and the things that really go well, so that we can both thrive in 2025. And that rhymes unintentionally. Thirdly, use your unfair advantage. Everyone has something that sets them apart. For me, I think it's the wonderful area that I live in. I love South Florida, the beach, the parks, and I love to show that off. Maybe it's your background, your personality, or you are an expert in something. Or it could be you are really good at storytelling and combining that with stunning visuals, telling your personal stories. That's kind of what I hope that my unfair advantage will be in the future. And it doesn't really matter what that is. It could be anything. It's just that one thing that keeps your audience coming back for more and more videos. That's your unfair advantage. And you may haven't found it yet, but I know you will. And as soon as you find that unfair advantage of yours, make sure you lean into it. And I know that your unfair advantage will be your secret sauce to success. No self-respecting video about YouTube growth is complete without talking about a niche. To niche down or not to niche down? That is the question, right? For me, I decided to niche down to the niche of me. And that's what I would recommend for you as well. Pick something that is incredibly you, something that you can talk about for hours. But niching down to you doesn't mean that you are going to talk about only one topic. Within the niche of you, you will have 3, maybe 4 different content pillars, so that in that way, you do not have to talk about one single thing all the time. For me, the niche is a creative exploration of slow living and then blending visual storytelling with personal growth and inspirations, all the while dipping my toes into the world of micro van life with my new van. My content pillars are visually pretty vlogs, cinematic, or for what it's worth, that's what I'm gonna call it. Educational content on storytelling, filmmaking, and YouTube growth for beginners from a beginner's perspective. And then van life tips and tricks and hacks as I learn them myself. Your people will find you because of the content and the value you provide. So always provide some type of value in your videos, whether that be entertainment or education. There's always something that the viewer will get out of it. So they'll find you because of that value. But your people, your community will stick around because of you. Growth on this platform is not about luck. It's about action, strategy, and you're probably tired of hearing this, but I have to say it again as well. You need to show up authentically. If you made it to this point in the video, then you are definitely my people. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. It's only 20% of the people that make it to the end of my videos. So I'm really grateful that you are sticking around. And let me know in the comments, what is the one action point you are going to take, that you're going to begin with in 2025, so that you're going to experience that YouTube growth. Both of us are actually going to succeed this time, but we need to take action. So I really like to know what that is for you. If you want to see how it goes for me, how this channel is going to grow with the strategies that I talked about in this video, then come back for the next one. Next week, I am planning to, hopefully, no pressure on myself because I don't want to burn out again, but I want to try to continue to post 2 videos a week. Pet a furry friend if you have one, and I will see you in the next one.